Hello everyone, my name is Keely. Welcome to my channel, welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome to another reading vlog. In this vlog, I will be reading 3 new release thriller books that I am highly anticipating, and I can't wait to read them. So let me tell you the 3 books I am planning on reading. The first book is All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham. This is Stacey's second book. Her first book, A Flicker in the Dark, was one of my favorites. I absolutely loved it, so I'm really hoping I love her second book just as much as her first. The next book I am planning on reading is What Have We Done by Alex Finlay. I have never read anything by this author before, but a lot of their books sound really good, but I have heard that there is some controversy concerning this author, but I don't know all of the details for that, but we'll see if I like this book and see if I want to continue reading from them. And the third book I actually have physically. I cannot believe I have this arc in my hands. It is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This is the same author who wrote No Exit, which was in my top 10 of last year. I love that book so much, so I'm hoping this one is just as twisty and turny and fast-paced and crazy. I can't believe I was sent this. Thank you so much to the publisher for sending this to me. This comes out this month in April. I'm not sure when this vlog will go up, if it goes up after this release or before, but this is definitely the newest release out of these 3 and probably the one I am most excited about. But yes, those are all 3 of the books that I am planning on reading in this reading vlog. As I read the books, I will tell you what they're about, but the first book I am going to read is All the Dangerous Things because my hold from the library just came in, so I might as well read it before the hold runs out. I mean, that's how the library works. So that is the one I will pick up, so I will update you in the next clip what it's about and my feelings. Okay, I have an update for you for All the Dangerous Things. I am 100 pages in. I think it's like around 30%, and I can give you a synopsis now. So we follow this mother, Isabel, and 1 year ago, her 18-month-old son, Mason, was kidnapped in the middle of the night, and there has never been anything found since then. They have no leads or suspects or anything like that. So it's a year later, and Isabel has not really slept in an entire year. She'll have like little micro naps, that's what her doctors call it, but she hasn't really slept, so she is extremely sleep deprived. She's grieving and she's just anxious, trying to figure out what's going on. So she starts going to true crime conventions and trying to speak about Mason's case in hopes that they can figure out what happened. Along the way, she meets a podcaster and she gets connected with him, and she starts going on his podcast to get Mason's story out there. This is also like dual timeline. We also get like flashbacks to her childhood, it seems like, and Isabel has problems with sleepwalking. So she seems kind of like an unreliable narrator because we already know she has problems with sleep, where at the beginning, like before, she was such a heavy sleeper, she did sleepwalking, all that stuff, and now as an adult, she can't sleep and has severe insomnia. So something weird is going on with that. I feel like there's something going on. But you also have the media and people around the world who are like interested in her case for like all the wrong reasons, or they think, oh, she's a mother, so she must have killed the child, things like that, things that we've seen before in our own media. And this book also touches on true crime and how toxic that can be. I like true crime, but I also went to school to like study true crime and killers and criminal cases and stuff like that, so I can see like both sides of the fence. So it's interesting that this touches on this. I will say not much has happened in this book so far. We just got to like the podcast part, so I don't know where that's going or what's going to happen, and I honestly don't know what is all going to be revealed at the end of this book, if Mason's case will be solved or if something entirely different is going to happen. So right now I just kind of have neutral feelings about it. I love Stacey Willingham's writing. It is so fast and engaging to read, just like A Flicker in the Dark was. So I'm reading it quickly, but so far nothing's really happened. So I'll probably update you when I'm halfway through, and hopefully something happens by then. Hello again. I am now 50% of the way through All the Dangerous Things, and I am really intrigued, even though nothing's really happened. There are so many questions I have and so many mysteries that are being revealed that I just need to have answers. So I mentioned in the flashback chapters we flashback to her childhood, which we do, but we also flashback to how she met her husband Ben, which is also interesting because we're finding out more things about him, and then what happened to her son Mason, and then also there's something weird about her childhood. So there's a lot of things that I hope get answered, so I definitely like am really intrigued to keep reading, and there's something about Stacey Willingham's writing that I just really connect with, and I just can't put it down. I like keep turning the page, even though like nothing concrete has happened on page yet. It's just a bunch of like, she's sleep deprived and she's watching like the nursery video camera videos, and that's pretty much it. Like they've recorded like one episode of the podcast, so you don't see a whole lot of that either. So not a lot has happened, but I feel like at the same time we are learning so many new things, and I just want to know more. So yeah, 50% in. I will probably update you when I'm finished. I don't know if I'll finish today because I'm going to a track meet in a few hours, and then tomorrow I also have a track meet, and then Friday I am flying to Boston until next week, where I'll be there. So I don't know when this book's gonna get done, but hopefully soon. We'll see, because it's reading really quickly, so I know I can read it fast, but the question is when. Okay, it has been several days since I last updated you. I'm already back from my Boston trip, but I did finish All the Dangerous Things before I left for Boston. I did it, I accomplished my goal, and let me just say, Stacey Willingham did that. Oh my gosh, the reason why I was able to like sit down and just read through the rest of it before I had to leave was because of how insane the ending was. To me personally, I loved the ending so much. So throughout the entire book, I was like, I really like this, but I don't know where this is going because not a lot's happening, and I think I like A Flicker in the Dark better. And then when everything started happening and coming together, and I love Isabel Drake, and the ending was just so good. So I ended up giving this one 5 out of 5 stars. So far I've read both of Stacey Willingham's books and giving them both 5 stars. I can't wait to see what she does next. But yes, I love that one so much, especially the ending just like made up, because I feel like it was a 4-star until everything happened, and boy was it good. So I'm not sure what I'll pick up next, but obviously I will come back to you when I have read something else. Hello, it has been probably like a month since I last updated this vlog, but I've finally started the next book for this video, and that is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This is one of my most anticipated releases of the entire year. Last year, No Exit was one of my favorite books I read in 2022, so I'm really anticipating this one. It is actually now May 18th, and this came out at the end of April, so it's been out for a few weeks now, and I've seen really great reviews about it, so I'm hoping I actually love it too. I am 100 pages into it already. I started this last night, but mostly read it today. So I'm 100 pages in, and I can tell you, we follow this woman named Emma. Now Emma, something's off about her. You know that she's been through something, but you don't know exactly what. And she is actually house sitting at this like massive beach house alone. There's like nobody around. She has like one neighbor across the way that they communicate through like a telescope. So there's really nobody around. So she spends her time in this beach house just reading and reading and reading, like Kindle Unlimited, Amazon books, like different things on her Kindle. And one day she's reading this thriller horror book and she hates it. So she leaves a nasty 1-star review on Amazon, where the author actually responds to her, and he basically tells her, you need to take this down. Please, you're hurting my livelihood. But he's not really saying please, he's like, take this down. This is your last warning. And she's like, yeah, whatever. But as she's alone in this house, she starts maybe seeing someone or thinking someone's in her house, thinking she's being watched, and then strange things start occurring, and it takes off from there. So 100 pages in, things have just started happening. So at first I was like, okay, when are we gonna get like life or death situation here? But I do love Taylor Adams. I almost said Taylor Smith for some reason. I like Taylor Adams writing enough to like not feel like I was bored. I was just like, I knew things were gonna pick up because I read from him before, and they're about to pick up. They are picking up currently as I am speaking, and things are insane. Things are weird. This craziness, I can't even tell you because I don't want to spoil anything, but I just know that this is probably going to start to be extremely fast-paced and wild like No Exit was. And so I think it is just so creepy. I know a lot of people have said this, but as a reader and reviewer, seeing this happen, because I know I have seen authors out there that have commented on reviewers' reviews say that 12 times fast, but I've seen authors comment on that or make videos about it, and they get really offended by it, which, like, I get, you work really hard on a book, you don't want to see a negative review, but also, like, that's what reviewers do, is leave reviews. So it's kind of weird and scary to like see that actually happen, so that can actually be even more scary as a reader reading a book like this. But so far so good. I will probably update you when I am halfway through. This book's not very long. Also, this paperback is like really big for some reason, but yeah, so I'm hoping to love this one just like All the Dangerous Things. But yeah, halfway through I'll let you know. Alright, so today I finished The Last Word by Taylor Adams. I didn't update you halfway through because I was at work when I was halfway through, and I finished this while I was at work as well. And I don't love it as much as No Exit. I ended up giving this one 3 stars. And the thing with this one is I just didn't feel connected to the story for some reason. I just felt like I was removed from it and didn't really care what was going on. So this book also has a book written within it, and so the chapters we were reading and then the chapters of the book that was written just didn't add up, and so I couldn't tell which storyline was the true storyline or the fake storyline. It all comes together in the end, and I really like how it did come together, but throughout the story I was like, wait, did I read that wrong, or are these timelines messed up, or is this actually a lie, or what's going on? And so that just confused me a little bit. I will say I do really like the character Emma, so I already started my next book for this video, and as I started reading that, it made me realize how much I really do enjoy Emma as a character. Overall, I really like Taylor Adams' stories and his plot lines and his craziness and all of his twists and turns. It's definitely fast-paced and fun to read, and so I'll definitely be picking up more from Taylor in the future. But yes, 3 stars for this one. But the next book I'm going to pick up is actually not planned for this video. I know in the intro I mentioned 3 different books, but I am adding another one in here because I am desperately trying to get to my library holds, and this next book became available, and I was like, you know what? Might as well add it into this vlog so I can knock it off my library holds, and that is What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. So I have read from this author before. I read a YA horror book from her before, and I really enjoyed it. It was really wacky and convoluted, but I still really enjoyed it. Now this one I think is her adult thriller debut. From what I know, it follows 3 girls, and when they were younger, they went into the woods, and one of them was stabbed and left to die, and they came out of the woods, and they caught the guy, and now the guy has died in prison, and I believe they lied about something. But maybe when I find out more I can go into a more synopsis. But so far I'm only like 4% in, so I really don't have any thoughts about it. I just know that the main character, I was like, wait a second, I like Emma from The Last Word a lot better than this one right now, but we'll see. But that is what I'm picking up next, and I'm really excited because I've heard good things, and I do like Kate Alice Marshall, so hopefully this one's really good as well, but I will let you know. Good morning. It is Sunday, it's about 10 a.m. and I have already had a productive morning. I got up early this morning and I did my long run. It is Long Run Sunday, so I did it 7 miles and I felt really good. It was raining while I ran, which was so nice because Texas summer running is the absolute worst. But anyway, I came home after I ran, I showered, I got ready, and I ate. I am about to leave for church, so I need to change. But before I do that, I wanted to update you because I am 100 pages into What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall, and I'm bored. I am very bored reading this. So like I said in my previous update, this follows 3 girls, and when they were 11 years old in their small town, they went into the woods, which is where they played a lot, and one of the girls ends up being stabbed multiple times and is left for dead. The girls come out of the woods and they accuse this man who ends up being a serial killer. He gets convicted, he goes to prison. It's 20 years later now, and this man has died in prison, and so the girls are coming back together in their small town, and apparently they have lied about something. So they are trying to figure out if they should come out with the truth. And we don't know what that truth is, but I don't care because these characters, I don't like them. And I need to like characters to enjoy a story. I don't like any of the girls. In particular, we follow one of the girls closely, and her name is Naomi, and I really don't like her, and I don't like the other 2 girls as well. I don't like any of the characters we've really met, even within Chester, the small town itself. The lie that they've told, I still don't know what's going on. Some things have been revealed, but it's like, okay, I really don't care where this is going. So unless there's like a really good plot twist, I just don't see myself really loving this one because I'm so bored. I'm not DNFing it quite yet, but I'm gonna go to the halfway mark and then update you when I get back from church later today. I need to film today, but I don't feel like it. So I am going to procrastinate that and film tomorrow, which I will probably regret tomorrow, but it needs to get done before Tuesday because that's when I upload my videos. After church, a track meet is on TV, so we're gonna watch that, and then I will continue reading and hopefully get halfway through today. Alright, it is now Sunday afternoon. The track meet we were watching it just ended, and I have decided to DNF What Lies in the Woods. I read a few more pages and I was like, I can't do it. I'm just so bored and I don't want to waste my time on a book that I'm already like 35% into and I'm still just so bored. So I decided to pick up my next book for this video, and I think it's going to be my last book as well, which is What Have We Done, which is one of the first books I talked about in the intro. And I'm already 6% in, and it's already so much more interesting than What Lies in the Woods. So I'm gonna get more into it and then I can tell you what it's about, but already people are dying left and right. I'm so intrigued, I'm so interested. We're following like multiple characters, multiple point of views, which I love in a book, so I'm already way more intrigued. So I think DNFing that other book was a good choice, but I'll let you know. Alright, I have a few updates. It is now Monday, it's the next day, and I told you yesterday that I was putting off filming my video for tomorrow, Tuesday, to today, and I was gonna regret it. Well, I decided I don't want to put on makeup and film today, so what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be my video for Tuesday, which means I need to finish What Have We Done by today, so I can edit this. Luckily, pretty much everything is edited, just except for these last few clips, so what better way to motivate myself to finish a book today than telling myself this video goes out tomorrow, so the book has to be done today. So other than that, my update for What Have We Done, I am like 33% in, so I think I'm around 100-page mark, and I am loving it. So far, this book reads really fast, so I think that's why I'm also like, I can finish this today because it reads super, super quickly. So let me try to explain what this is about. So I told you we get multiple point of views, so we follow a character named Jenna, Nico, and Donnie. There's also another point of view we have gotten one more time, but I'm not going to tell you anything about that one. So the three main characters we follow, 25 years ago, they all grew up in a group home together because they were all orphans, so they lived in this home, and this home apparently is really, really terrible, and young girls went missing like every so often. Like it was a regular occurrence where young girls would go missing. Something happened at this group home. It has since shut down. Now 25 years later, these people have nothing to do with each other. They just share like this horrible past and secret together. But now somebody is going after each one of them and trying to kill them. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's where we're at. So each point of view is incredibly fast-paced because they are all fighting for their lives. Like each chapter is a life or death situation, and they are all so unique and different. Each character really sticks out. Like we have some crazy personalities out there, but I'm really enjoying my time reading this. It's just going so great. I have never read anything from this author before, and so I'm hoping if I like this one, I can read more of their backlist, but we'll see. But yeah, I feel like this is a good one to try to read in basically a day because it is so fast-paced, so I need to read it. And it's like not even 9 a.m. right now, and I've already read like, I don't know how many pages because I'm reading it as an e-arc from NetGalley on my Kindle, but I've read over 10% of the book already this morning, and it's not even 9 a.m. So I have high hopes that I'm going to finish it today. I'm not working today, so I have plenty of time to get this done. But I will update you maybe when I'm halfway, like if anything's changed, or we'll see. I'll just update you later, but wish me luck. Like, there's a little Kippy. You can see his face. Hey, Cliff. Okay, good night. All right, it is now 10 a.m. and I am 50% of the way through What Have We Done. My Kindle says I have like 2 hours and 37 minutes left to read, but I just got called into work for after lunch, so I have like 2.5 hours before I need to leave. So I think I can finish it, but I'm going to take a little break so I can watch YouTube. But as for how I'm feeling, I am still loving it. These chapters are so short, and I am such a sucker for short chapters. It just makes the story so much more fast-paced, and this is already a fast-paced story because, like I said, each character is fighting for their life in many different kind of unhinged ways. This story, I don't know if it's going to be for everyone because, like I said, it is a bit unhinged. A lot of it doesn't feel cohesive, but things are starting to connect because we know each of these characters, they're all dealing with their own thing, but they're all connected in some way, and I'm pretty sure they're all going to come back together in some way. So I'm interested to figure out what's happening, who's after them, and what's going on because there's a lot going on, but it doesn't feel like too much, if that makes sense. So yes, just a little over 2.5 hours left of the book. I am going to, once again, take a break, watch some YouTube, do my little coloring app for a little bit, and then I will get back to it and let you know probably when I have finished because I don't think I'll have much to update on between now and then, but I should probably finish it I'll probably finish it after work, or maybe while I'm at work. It depends how fast or slow things are, but we'll see, and I will see you in my next update, which might be my final one. We'll see. Okay, I lied. This is not my last update for this video, because now that I've turned this into kind of a challenge of trying to finish this book in basically a day so I can edit and upload this video for tomorrow, I feel like I need to update you more. So I'm about to eat lunch and then go into work, so I figured I would let you know how far I'm in currently. I am now 63% of the way through What Have We Done. Feelings haven't changed, so I don't need to update on that, but my Kindle says I have an hour and 57 minutes left of this book, so I don't know how much I'm going to read at work, but when I get back from work, I will update you how far I got into it so we can see how long it'll take me to finish this book. I go to bed at 8 p.m. So this book and this video needs to be done by 8 p.m. or before, preferably, so I can get it uploaded, but we'll see. But so far, I am still really enjoying it, and I am flying through it, and things are starting to come together, so I'm excited to see how everything connects and what's going on, and to see if we can save everyone or not. We'll see. Alright, I am back from work for a small little update to tell you I am now 72% of the way through What Have We Done. Now it is almost 4 p.m. It's time to get down to business and finish this book. Okay, time for my final update, because it is 5:20 and I just finished What Have We Done by Alex Finlay, and I'm giving this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed it and had a great time reading it. It is incredibly thrilling and fast-paced, and I will always love a good fight for your life story, so the fact that we got 3 characters in here, that we were following their point of view, and each point of view was a life or death situation, I love that. I also love how each character was going through completely different unhinged circumstances, and so I was worried for every single one of them. It was so much fun to follow. I will say the ending and explanation felt a little bit rushed, but overall I enjoyed the explanation for why things were happening and how they were going down. But yes, this was so much fun to read, and I definitely recommend it. I don't know if it'll be for everyone, but I'm just one of those people that loves like the good old popcorn thriller books where everything is going crazy and chaotic, and this was definitely that. So that is the final book for this video. That means I will have this edited and uploaded for tomorrow. I completed my little challenge I set for myself for today. But as for all the books that I read in this video, I started with All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham, which I read over a month ago, and I really enjoyed that one. I gave it 5 stars. I love Stacey Willingham. And then what did I read next? The Last Word by Taylor Adams. Gave that one 3 stars. It was okay, but kind of a disappointment for me. Then I DNF'd What Lies in the Woods. I don't think I'll be returning to that one. So if you've read it, go ahead and like DM me on Instagram or Twitter or something and tell me how it ends, because I want to know what they were lying about. I just don't want to like read it. And then finally I finished What Have We Done and gave it 4 stars. I had a great time reading these new thriller releases. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought of them. I would love to know. But if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave the knife emoji. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, all my social media links will be down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!